Get ready with me while I tell you things I've done as a retired psycho. One time I stalked his whole family's Facebook. Found out what his hobbies and interests were because of what his mum and sister had posted about him, so that on our second date I could say what my hobbies and interests were and they were exactly his, and he could think that we had all these things in common. I felt like the guy that I liked, I was losing him, which I was, because I felt like he didn't care about me anymore, so I pretended to have an ask for his hand to see if he would care, and he did. That's not the point, and it's really bad, but I actually pretended and then I actually ended up having one. I am not proud. Obviously the classic, messaged him on a fake account as another woman to see if he would cheat. One time this guy I had a crush on for 3 years asked me about advice on another girl because we were just friends, so I gave him really bad advice. Sorry! It didn't work and he didn't get her. I had suspicions that my boyfriend was cheating on me and I was 16, and I had his Snapchat password, so I logged into his Snapchat and texted his friend pretending to be him. I stayed in a relationship with a man because I liked his dad so much. My boyfriend at the time, he was a serial cheat and I didn't like how he treated me, so one time on the way back from college he picked me up on the bus because we couldn't drive, and I was with this guy who I ended up having a crush on a few months later, and I deliberately flirted with him the whole time and made my boyfriend carry my bags whilst flirting with that boy right in front of him. That's what you get for cheating! I remember when I was chatting to this guy and I was trying to get him back because like me and him used to talk, but we were not on good terms, and I was trying to make him really jealous. I decided to make him jealous by getting some eyeshadow and drawing it in a circular shape on my neck and then send him a snap, and he was like, "What's that on your neck?" And I was like, "What's what?" And he was like, "What was that?" I was like, "Oh, well, I went out last night." And he was all like, "So someone's giving you a love bite then?" That was really bad. I was like, "Well, why are you even mad? You don't even want me." And he was like, well, maybe I do. Got him! My boyfriend when I was 16 years old was like a big cheat. When he came round to my house, I got him talking to my mum while his phone was in the other room, and then I took his SIM card out. And I quickly placed it in my phone, and I hid his phone. So he was like, "Babe, where's my phone?" I was like, "I don't know." Oh, his SIM card was in my phone, so I could just quick time scroll through it and see what was going on. I thought I was a genius until I realised that he literally had 2 SIM cards. So he was playing at me at my own game. Same boyfriend's ex just would not stop messaging him, and I used to see her name on his phone all the time, and I just got fed up. So one time when he just went out of the room, I texted him pretending to be her, and I was just like, "Listen, leave me alone, I don't even want you like that, like you're clapped." And he came back and he was like, "Did you say all this?" I was like, "Yeah, and what? Why texting your ex?" I owned it. 16-year-old me was wow, and she was wow. By the way, I said all that in one message because obviously I didn't have very long. I said all that in one message, and she was like, "Why are you being like this to me?" Girl, I'm sorry, it was me. If anyone says anything, listen, the streets are crazy out here. Just needed to put a little bit of back off in her mind. Literally downloaded a Chrome extension, right, where I can see who he recently followed, and it puts it in chronological order, girls. And this was before everybody knew about it, can I just say? This one time I took self-defense lessons in the park, and there was a guy who was going to be my future boyfriend. Remember the one that cheated all the time? Him. And I was talking to him. After my lesson, my hair was all tousled, I had grass in my hair and everything, and basically I looked like I'd been in a fight. So I was like, idea. I added a bit of lipstick, fake, like a red, which made it look like there was a cut on my lip. You see where I'm going with this? So I sent him a snap and I was like, "Babe, I literally just had a fight in the park. I don't even know how it happened. I'm like so upset," to see if he cared about me. He didn't care, it backfired. He was like, "Oh, I hope you're okay." I'm like, "Why are you pretending that happened, girl?" And then at a separate time, one of my boyfriend's friends had cheated on his girlfriend. And me and my boyfriend were on a rough patch and he wasn't talking to me. I was like, "Look," because I knew about it. I was like, "If you don't want me to tell your girlfriend, you better get us back together." He did all that groundwork, got us back together, and then I told his girlfriend. That's what you get for cheating. But yeah, thank you for getting ready with me. Bye.
Oh wow, that was such a crazy story time. Like wow, dating nowadays is honestly so overwhelming sometimes. You just end up doing things that you'd never see yourself doing. Some of those things that she did was so crazy. Going through people's phones, going through people's social media, going through people's private life. I hope everything is okay now and she's smarter than she was back then. That was such a crazy thing to do, and I really hope that people have evolved past that point. Dating can be really complicated, but it's all about what you make it, and it's all about it's all about what you want to do with your life. Some of the things that she says was so crazy, and I honestly wasn't expecting that. It's just so crazy and so surreal. But yeah, some people do all of those things, and I hope that she's moved on from those guys, but it sounds like she did all of those things when she was a lot younger. So yeah, that's honestly such a crazy moment. That is honestly such a crazy thing that she has done. But I'm glad that she's retired now and living life in a mature manner. That was such a crazy thing that she did. Like, wow. Some of those things, going through people's phones, stalking people on social media, making people post and delete things, that is so crazy.